and this is Saturday Morning Recorded. And I'm your host, Cohen Vogel. And for today's special guest, that's Dusty Johnson, South Dakota's Congressman. For your weekly tidbit of news, it's that you can actually tell when a species of owl will eat by the color of their eye. If they have black irises, that means they hunt or eat at night. And if they have orange, they eat at dawn and dusk. And if they have yellow, they eat during the day, which is a very interesting fact. Here's our special guest.
This week's special guest is our Congressman, Dusty Johnson. So for your first question, it will be, what got you into politics?
I grew up, we were a poor family. There were 7 of us, and we accessed government services. And even at a very young age, I was just sort of fascinated about what's the right role for government. I mean, we know if government does too much for people, that it actually makes them dependent. But if you design a program properly, it really can help people. And so I've been fascinated with that.
And then, what's your favorite part about being a congressman?
Well, helping people, right? I mean, there are some things that sort of fun, sexy parts of the job. I mean, having Donald Trump give me a tour of the Lincoln bedroom in the White House was pretty crazy. But day in and day out, what really makes the biggest impression is just helping people who need help.
And then your next question, what's your favorite piece of legislative that you've worked on?
Yeah, sure. There were 2 just last month we got passed out of the House. One brings some additional fairness into the cattle markets. And we still got a lot of ranchers in South Dakota. You know, sometimes the city slickers don't understand what a big part of the economy that is. And so helping out ranchers is big. And then also we've got the supply chain crunch. And I, along with John Garamendi of California, he and I worked together in a bipartisan way to make the biggest change to our nation's shipping laws in a generation. And so it feels great to be on the front row of that kind of a fight.
And then, for your next question, how do you think young people can get involved in politics?
I think the best way to get involved is just volunteer for a campaign. And so, go out there, figure out, and it can be for a local race, it can be for a federal race. I just think you got to get out, and that's how you meet candidates, that's how you learn about issues, that's how the candidates learn about you and whether or not you're talented and whether or not they would want to hire you. And so, I love to have volunteers on my campaign. I'm sure my opponents would love to have people volunteer for them as well. So just go out to their website or Facebook page, send them a message.
And for your final question, it will be, what is your favorite book?
Favorite book? Probably The Stand by Stephen King, as far as something that I was just reading for recreation. That's, it's massive, so it's a major commitment. But as far as just recreational reading, that'd probably be it.
Okay, thank you.
Here's 30 Seconds of Nature. Here's Eva's Word of the Week.
Presumptuous.
Here's the Take 5.
Here's this week's Take 5. For your first question, are you a morning person or night person?
I'm a night person.
For your second question, how do you like your eggs?
Scrambled.
What's your favorite sitcom?
The Office.
Have you ever peed in a pool?
Not in the last 40 years.
And then, if you could help an endangered species of your choice, which would you pick?
Panda bears. They're adorable.
Thank you.
Now, the panda is a wonderful choice. They're an amazing animal, and they're, of course, one of the 8 bear species in the world. And they're also a very popular animal. So, I really hope you go help out the panda and many other species at WWF.org. Now, for this week's book recommendation, it's The Teeming Universe, an Extraterrestrial Field Guide, written and illustrated by Christian Klein. It's a very interesting book. It's about speculative biology, and in this book in particular, he makes planets, and then he puts life on them, and then he, gives them certain features that would help them survive on those planets. And it's a very interesting concept, and it's a very cool book. My adventure this show is that my show choir season started, and we did pretty well at our first competition. We placed second overall, and it was a very fun time. And also, the one-act play is going on next week, so I really hope you come check out the performances for the public on Tuesday, February 1st at 7 o'clock. It's going to be a really fun time, and I really hope you come check it out. I'm your host, Cohen Vogel, signing off.